context, the push by the activist health groups is very important, and they have taken up the issue of labeling in the Supreme Court of India, which is pushing the agenda further and actually directing the government to implement the law as it is. So that is the significance of it. Now, the problem is the government hasn't implemented it. After 31st of May 2009, under Rule 5 or one of the rules, they have to rotate the warning. I mean, they have to change the warning. So they had actually decided to change the warning from lung being affected to oral cavity being affected, and they had actually notified that in March of 2010. The new warnings were to come into force after 1 year, so 1st of June of 2010. But again, under industry pressure, in May itself, on 13th of May, they issued a fresh notification postponing bringing into that force that particular rule and notification in December, of 1st of December 2010. So we challenged that. So we actually started pressurizing. We challenged that through the particular PIL that is pending in the Supreme Court. Then again there was pressure, and the pressure was to change the rule itself. So on 20th of December, they changed the rule for rotation from 1 year to 2 years, which means that technically the new change notification of labeling would come into force actually on the 1st of June of 2011. But even there, the government is not actually agreeing that 2 years lapse on 31st of May 2011. They want to bring that into force on the 1st of December 2011. So we have again challenged that rule and argued that in fact even under the new changed rules, it has to be brought into force in 2011 June. The challenges are to be able to convince the Supreme Court that it is a matter of health. It affects large numbers of people. There is young people who are being affected. That once they take to smoking, it's very difficult to kick the habit, and therefore labels are important, and they are important for them to be rotated frequently. There's been a lot of activity in the last 6 months because of this case, and there are other cases also coming up in different parts of the country. So the anti-tobacco community is actually gearing up. They have been more educated on the legal issues. I think more has to be done on that so that we can have an effective response nationally and also make a mark internationally on this.
As per the packaging and labeling regulations, pictorial health warnings were mandated to be rotated every 12 months. Keeping with this mandate, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare notified the mouth cancer warnings in March 2010. Massive advocacy efforts were undertaken by organizations like Public Health Foundation of India and Hriday for ensuring implementation of these effective mouth cancer warnings.
India is lagging behind in implementing a strong and effective warning label. 40 countries in the world, including our neighbor Pakistan, has implemented a strong, effective warning label.
A civil society report which was released last year ranked India at the 100th position when compared to other countries in terms of the quality and coverage of the pictorial health warning on tobacco product packages. It was compared to other countries like Uruguay and Australia, which have better coverage area and better health warnings in terms of effectiveness, showing the real impact on the health of consuming tobacco products. So India's coverage being as low as 40% on one side of the tobacco product package versus other countries which have shown 80% to 60% on both sides, or 30% and 70% on the other side, has been shown to be much more effective, and those countries do rate much better in such international reports. There has been a lot of civil society advocacy that continued since 2006 and is continuing even now because the first time around the group of ministers gave an argument that India cannot have pictorial health warnings showing a dead body because it hurts religious sentiments. And the civil societies actually did research around this area, and they found that no such religious sentiments were raised by the people in general. Also, there were surveys conducted in 2008 in 4 metropolitans in India, and it was found that there was a very high support for having effective pictorial health warnings among the Indians. There have been efforts where organizations like Hriday and Public Health Foundation of India have put up exhibitions to raise public awareness around the issue of pictorial health warnings, and they have collected something like 13,000 signatures from common people, about more than 12,500 opinion poll results which have been sent with an appeal to the Prime Minister's office and to various important stakeholders who have a say in this particular case and in the decision, where appeal has been made that stronger pictorial health warnings are required in India. Since our neighboring country, Pakistan itself has effective pictorial health warning on mouth cancer and having 40% coverage on both sides. So India should at least learn from its neighboring countries, if not looking at Uruguay and Australia as the best practices. However, the government did not heed into all the pressures that came from the civil societies or the requests that came through 5,000 letters written by various stakeholders in the civil society, coordinated by the Voluntary Health Association of India. None of this did make any impact among the government to bring in the new health warnings.
Since 2006, nearly 18 notifications have been issued for implementation of pictorial health warnings in India. Although the government took cognizance of various advocacy activities and did not delay implementation of the mouth cancer warnings, the tobacco industry coerced the government by announcing the closure of production in their factories and published baseless losses of revenue to the exchequer. The government amended the 2008 notification on December 20th, 2010 and revised rotation of warnings to every 2 years instead of the earlier 12 months. A new set of warnings are expected in December 2011. Tobacco control organizations in India have advocated against the repeated watering down and delay of pictorial warnings and urged the Indian government to adopt from international experiences where lucid and conspicuous warnings have not only motivated tobacco users to quit, but have also prevented non-users from experimenting or becoming regular users. The need of the hour is the Indian government's unequivocal commitment on the issue and collaborative efforts with civil society to ensure the implementation of a crucial public health measure like pictorial health warnings.